I moved in this building 3 years ago. My plan was to have a long-term lease for 10 years, and I invested a lot of money in this facility because I believed in it, and the town needed something like this. There was no hangout for local people, and everybody said, please bring back Andy's, please bring back Andy's. So when I came in here, I had my own vision, but talking to everybody in the town, they kind of helped me create the vision to set me up for success. And eventually, I was able to buy this building. And you come through these dining rooms, and it's beautiful, and the food's good, and there's hospitality, and there's stories to tell. But I only use 5,000 square feet of this building. So all that space is empty. What do? I have to stabilize my future. I have to stabilize the building. And instead of saying, the building's falling apart, I say the building has so much potential. So a customer came in here, and it was his birthday, and I was teasing about getting older and all that kind of stuff, and what did I try to do? And he came back, and he goes, I know somebody who knows a lot about this building. We should introduce you to him. Well, in rolls this guy with Greg Peter Allen. And anyway, I really had never met Peter. I'd seen him. And when we started to talk about this, he really had the same vision that I did because he's done a lot of work on the building. And then next, this guy walks in behind him, and his name is Joe, and he's a commercial architect. So in a matter of 20 minutes, we formed this team that shared the same vision to really, take this building to the next level. I think that's something that Chestertown needs. There has to be life downtown, and right now, I think life downtown is at a minimum. And I really think a hotel or apartments, whatever we do here, would help stimulate that and bring people downtown, whether it's a short-term rental, long-term rental, or overnight stay. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle to make it come together. But if it does come together, we will end up with the dining room, the lemon leaf that'll hold 65 people. We will have the bar. It'll be slightly smaller. We will have a banquet space upstairs that's 1,500 square feet that can hold 200 people standing up or 150 people sitting down. So the model is based upon these micro apartments up in New York City where you use a small space, but it pretty much has everything you need. And I think that would work well with the professors, the students, people coming to stay here for a month. But the thing that I want to say about Kent County right now is in the 6 years that I have been here, there are more resources to help you grow your business than before. I don't know if everybody remembers the story, but my walk-in went down, and the whole town wrote me a letter of support for emergency funding from the state. So I do all the interviews. They're like, you don't have a long-term lease, and you don't own your building, so sorry, we can't help you. No matter how many letters I get, it's not that it didn't want to help me, it didn't match the guidelines. This building needs a lot of TLC. It's going to require over $1 million to bring it there. But at the same time, the county's supporting with the tax breaks to give you the courage or the extra boost you need to invest like that. Kent County just became part of the PACE program. I never heard of it. So apparently it started out in several different states. State of Maryland adopted it a few years ago, and the Kent County commissioners and Jamie and Shelley and everybody really studied it hard and thought it would be a great program for Kent County. It's just became available. But everything that conserves water or conserves energy here, from lighting to plumbing to hot water heaters to the walk-in, as of right now, that's where that funding would come from. So we're still in negotiations with that, but that could be up to $500,000. So you pay back once a year in your taxes. So it's not like when you buy a car and you have to make a payment in 30 days. You start investing and it gives you 11th month leadway before your first payment is due. So we have the support here, but you got to do your homework. and you gotta do the research, and you gotta be able to connect the dots. And it takes time. It takes time. And I don't know if I have the great puzzle put together yet to do all this, but it's out there, and there's where you have to turn to the subject matter experts like Jamie or Kay, or the county commissioners, or the people who represent the state. So the big thing is the Department of Housing and Community Development will participate in this as well too, and it's a whole new program Governor put together, and now they will loan you up to 80% of the appraised value when the project's finished. But I think it would just bring life down here again, because when I opened up here on High Street 3 years ago, the Chestertown Spy deemed me as Hero of the Year because I brought life back here and more business has expanded. And I think if this project does work out, I think it will bring new life downtown.